Hey, Jeff Brooks, Remax Orange Beach with the Gotti team here for the July 25 market update. And let's jump in. As usual, we'll look at interest rates, price, and inventory. Interest rates still pretty flat, 6.72. Expect that for all of 2025. Prices, residential market still very healthy, stable growth over time. Resort prices have moderated, seems to have flattened out a bit in that moderation. Inventory, residential, nice and balanced, healthy market at about 5 months of supply. Condos and townhomes continue to remain high at around 14 months of supply. Here's the interest rate picture here. You can see that flat, roughly flat since about January of 2025, bouncing around a little bit. Don't expect it to come out of the sixes this year. Overall, Baldwin County monthly sales volume, 313 million in June with 602 sales. If we look at the median price on the left, we've got condos and townhomes. I'm still saying there's a downward trend there. As evidence, if I look at this July to a year ago, July is about a 5% decrease. And in the single family homes, still pretty flat on average, maybe a little bump up into the 360 range. I've been saying 350. But if you look at those last 7 points, they're all up above 360. If we look at the inventory in a little more detail, that 14-month supply consists of over 1,300 units, 123 for sale, 123 are pending, 618 for sale in Orange Beach, 398 in Gulf Shores, and 138 in Fort Morgan, with only about 122 closed in June. If I look at on the right side of here for residential single family home, 480 closed in June. There are 593 pending, so we should see a little uptick around July or August. And there's about 2,100 properties for sale right now in the county. And if we look at the price per square foot, which I like to look at because it sort of helps normalize across the different number of bedrooms and other factors. On the left, we've got the condo market there. And you can see that variation up and down around my blue line. I do think there is a little bit of seasonal demand that appears to have flattened that decrease that we saw from around early 2024 to mid 2024. On the right side, the price per square foot on single family homes, that line just continues to climb. And again, that's people moving to the area. The newer homes compared to older homes does have a factor there. So healthy residential market, not an unhealthy condo market, but 14-month supply with a decrease in pricing. Says now is a great time to buy. The other thing that I started last month that I really like is looking at the properties that sold and what they sold at compared to where they were initially listed. On the left side, we've got condos, and you can see pretty much nothing sold at what its original list price was. Everything was somewhere between 0 to 5 or 5 to 10 or 10 to 15, and a few out there at 15 to 20% below their original list price. So the way you look at that is, roughly 36 condos sold for between 5 and 10% less than they were originally listed at. On the right side, on the residential homes, you can see there's still quite a few homes selling at the original list price, and the majority of them sold at 0 to 5% below the original list price. So in summary, new construction is still the competition in residential space. Rentals, if you're trying to sell a rental right now, I would say take your rental income, see what happens with the market, see what happens with tariffs, see what happens with interest rates, and then list your property. Buyers, residential, with that increasing price per square foot and the inventory that's out there, the old saying that today's the best day to buy absolutely holds. And still go look at the new construction. They've got a lot of incentives, especially as you approach the end of their quarter. On rentals, there is a lot of inventory to choose from right now. And you saw that they're selling anywhere from 0 to 20% off the original list price. So if you find one that you think is going to work for you, make an offer and see what's happened. That's all I've got for this month. I hope that's good for you. As always, call me, text me, email me with any questions or any additional information you'd like to see. Have a great month.